Hey, Cheese, I'm from Utah and I'm unironically sexually attracted to my cousin. I cheated on my partner, but I don't want to tell them I did.
Oh my god.
I know they will break up with me.
Hello YouTube, welcome to a brand new video. We're doing something pretty new. We're calling it the advice stream. We have a Google Doc, as you could see right up here, with all sorts of questions that our chat has submitted. The point of this video is we're gonna read the chat questions and we're gonna give them advice. But with that said, hope you enjoy the video and please subscribe. Love you.
Punke, Simply, and Liam are on the side of the road and need to be picked up. You can only pick one up. Who are you picking up?
Simply. Easy question. Next. I can't even... why did I even have to think about that? Like, Simply. Duh. Those are the two guys. I mean, those are the two... I mean, frick, those are the guys.
How can you force yourself to get into something? Like making videos, writing a book, speedrunning, or anything else like that. Just do it has never been good advice for the people that ask this question. How do you get into the mindset to want to start and then actually start?
Great question. You can't force yourself to get into anything. First of all, that's very important. You need to like the thing you're doing before you can do it. Like, if you don't like doing something, you can't do it. So if you think that if there's something that you want to like, but deep down inside you don't actually care enough about it, then the reality is that you can't force yourself to do it, because in your soul you don't actually want to do it. You might just enjoy looking at it. Like speedrunning. Lots of people who watch me speedrun Mario that have told me, I've tried to get into Mario, but I just can't seem to like get the motivation to grind. Well, it probably just means that you're not meant to do it.
Yes, my mom is a deadbeat. Will you be my mom?
I would love to be your mom, babe. And whoever your dad is, I hope they're hot. Anonymous, again.
Cheese, I've been dating this amazing person who's just as obsessed with retro games as I am. But lately, I've been stuck on the Bowser level of relationships, full of fire and lava pits. How do I avoid getting burned and reach that Princess Peach happy ending?
You're dating a person who's obsessed with things that you like. You guys have things in common, but lately I've been stuck on the Bowser level of relationships, full of fire and lava. So, does that mean you guys are like fighting and stuff? I saw this reel once about a therapist talking about categorize your emotional state at any given point into a percentage. So let's say you come home from work and you're feeling at like a 20%. You're upset about something, you're tired, and you tell your partner, hey, I'm at a 20% today. So you let that partner know right away how you're feeling, like where you're at energy wise, you know, so that now that person knows how to like treat you or talk to you or be around you, because they now know how you're feeling. Like, oh, my partner's at a 20%, so I'm gonna try to fill that 80%, so then you guys make 100%, so that person could support you, and then it creates this good like communication and relationship together, you know. So like there'll be a day where you're feeling great, you come home and you're like, hey babe, I'm at like 65-70% today, I'm not that bad, you know. And then there would be like a 10%, and then you're, you know, like, all right, I'll try to cover the other percent, and you try to help them or whatever. And yeah, I don't know, communication is key.
I once thought I had my life perfectly together until I lost my cat Fluffy in a game of hide and seek. Now I'm not only dealing with existential questions about my purpose, but also wondering if I'm a terrible person for losing my cat.
Okay, listen, if you lost your cat, I can't tell if you're saying that you literally played a game of hide and seek with your cat and then your cat hid and now you can't find him. But anyway, what I have to say is don't ever feel terrible for losing your cat. It's not your fault. Just as Robin Williams says to Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting, it's not your fault.
I was dating someone for like 3 years, and that's the only person I dated. This was like 6 years ago. I'm not in love anymore, but I feel some kind of unbreakable bond with them, like if we were married. Is that weird?
No, I don't think it's weird at all. I think it's mature to be able to break up with somebody and not like block them from social media and never talk to them ever again, unless it was like a really messed up like relationship and some crazy things happened. So that's very mature of you. So I would say no, it's not weird. I guess love is complicated and we never know.
Do you ever feel like life is pointless? How do you handle these thoughts?
First of all, yes, a lot. I think that I've learned and still am learning to take those nihilistic thoughts and make them positive. Like, you can easily take these thoughts like life is pointless, I'm just like a bunch of moving molecules, I'm gonna die soon and no one would care. You could take those thoughts and make it into like, well, life is pointless, so f everybody and f everything. I don't care about anything and now I'm depressed and like nothing matters. Or you can take those thoughts and be like, I'm gonna make this one life I have as good as I can and do as much as I can to be as happy as I can and make others happy and live as full of a life as I can while I have it.
I can't choose Mario's ass or Luigi's cock. Please help.
What is that accent? Babe, what is that accent? Please help. I mean, listen, Mario's booty in Mario 64, it's beautiful. It's something else. Unfortunately, if you look at all the other Mario games, like Odyssey, especially Odyssey, I don't know what they did to Mario's booty, but it's just gone and it's really annoying and sad, to be honest. But if we're talking about Mario 64 and in general, I mean, listen, Luigi's a tall man, he has big hands. You know what they say about guys with big hands and noses? You ask me, listen, I'm a power bottom. So I gotta go with Luigi's cock. But Mario, he has a nice booty.
Jeez, how did you feel right after you came out?
This is kind of a dark story. The first time I came out to my family was my mom and my stepdad, and it was really funny because I was having like tachycardia. I was like really stressed out, and one night I was having like really bad palpitations, and I got scared. So I lay down in my mom's bed, and it was my mom and my stepdad on the bed, and they were like trying to calm me down, and I was like. And my mom, my mom just knew that something was up, and she was like, "Are you okay, son? Like, do you have anything to tell us?" And I was just so scared. I was like, maybe I should just tell them I'm gay or something, because like I know this is like stressing me out. So I told my mom, like, yeah, I guess I have something to tell you. I'm a gay slut and I like guys. And then, you know, my mom's response was, she was like, "Yeah, I'm not surprised." I was like, "What?" My stepdad at first was like weird about it. You know, like the typical dad reaction, like, "No, you're kidding, son. You're lying. Stop talking shit," or whatever. He was kind of like that. He was like, "No, you're lying. You're lying." But then like a few hours later, my stepdad called me in the living room and he sat down with me and he talked to me and he was like, "All right, son, I love you. I don't care." But then he started asking me weird questions, like sexual like questions, like, so like what is it about guys you like and whatever. And I was like, "You don't need to know that." But anyway, that was weird.
How do I get Punky Sama to notice me?
I don't know, bring up anime or some anime thing he likes. Ask him what he feels about speedrunning Bomberman 64. Because that's something not a lot of people know, that he speedruns Bomberman too. And I think he might notice you. He'd be like, "Oh, this person cares about me." Okay, next question.
Hey, Cheese. I accidentally liked my crush's social media post from 2 years ago while stalking their profile. How do I recover from this awkward virtual blunder?
First of all, who gives a f? Second of all, who cares?
I just recently came out to my family, but I'm not sure how to come out to my friends that I'm close with, since I'm scared they won't take it well. Any advice?
Babe, if those friends are actually close to you, then they would not give a shit. If they're actually your friends and they're real friends, they would not care. If you tell your friends that you think you're close with, that you are gay or bisexual or whatever it is you are, they then stop being your friend after that, then they're clearly not your actual friends. It's as simple as that.
I am in my mid-20s and was balding, so recently I began shaving my head. I like the way it looks now and have felt more confident in myself and less self-conscious about being out and about. Taking control of the situation helped me a lot. However, my girlfriend prefers that I have more hair, whether there's a bald spot or not. On one hand, I should only really care about how I look to her, and so I could grow it out for her. On the other hand, I began shaving to get away from the self-consciousness of a bald spot, and I'm not sure if going back would make me unhappy. Help.
You gotta let her know, babe. You gotta let her know. Go up to her and say, "Babe, I love you, but I need you to know something. I'm gay." No, go up to her and say, "I love you, babe, but listen, I feel very self-conscious about my bald spots and my balding, and I feel a lot better shaving my head. It makes me feel more confident. It makes me feel better or whatever. And I need you to understand that. Will you support me? And if your girlfriend tells you, do what I say, then that is very bad on her part. I think she's being very mean and she's not listening to you.
Hey, Cheese. I hope you're doing all right. I'm a 20-year-old guy from Mexico, and I thought you could help me with the following. I just really need to find myself a man that could dominate me. Kind of like a you-Mario relationship, with you being the man and me being Mario. I would just like to add that I am not attracted to you and do not want you to control me like you control Mario. I would love to have someone who could control every aspect of my life and toying with me like I'm their plaything, insulting me and blaming me for everything that's wrong in their lives, even if it's actually their fault. I have a degradation kink, etc. I would just like to reiterate, I am not into you and have not been growing a mustache that matches Mario's during the past year. If by any chance you happen to know someone who you think could be interested, please give me any of their socials so that I could get in touch with them. Thank you in advance.
Anybody in chat? Any takers? Anybody interested in being a dominator? Dom?
How to best handle unrequited love.
I'm too dumb to know what that means. Of a feeling, especially love, not returned. What? He's been pining with unrequited love. What? It's when they don't love you back? Oh. Especially love not returned. Okay. Baby, you gotta move on. Like, I was talking about it earlier, where I have a straight friend who I've been in love with for like 3 years now, and I dream about him sometimes, and he knows that I have a crush on him. And there've been times where I thought, oh, maybe he's a little bit bi or something, maybe, you know, and then I realized it's never gonna happen. He's straight, and every time I'm with him, I feel this love. I'm just like, oh my god, you know. But I know that it would never be returned. It can't be returned, and I've come to peace with that.
Are you single?
Yes, and I'm ready to mingle. So if you're down, then my DMs are open.
How do I shoot Coca-Cola as feet guy?
What?
How do I shoot Coca-Cola as feet guy?
Next question.
I struggle with motivation and self-love. I want to improve my life in several ways: weight loss, better academically, more outgoing, friendships, that sort of thing. But I don't believe I deserve it. I can't find the motivation to work on myself or believe that I deserve it. Any tips on overcoming this? This all leads to a perpetuating cycle where the hatred to myself grows because the stuff just keeps getting worse and worse, leading to less motivation, which repeats the cycle.
To me, this sounds like self-love is the important one here. I think this kind of goes back to the RuPaul's saying, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love anybody else? Therapy is the answer, yes. Therapy. Seek therapy 100%, babe.
I gotta lose 20 pounds, Cheese.
Well then do it. Just do it.
What's the best way to slide into a cute guy's DMs without being weird about it?
I think people have this fear that it's like very weird and cringe to like DM somebody telling them that they're attractive or cute or something. But I don't think it is. It really is not. I think it's completely fine and honestly flattering if you tell somebody, if you message somebody and be like, hey, I just want to reach out and let you know that I think you're really cute or something. It's just learning how to approach things, you know? Like, I've gotten DMs where people would just, they wouldn't even say like, hey, I'm this person, I'm that. I just wanted to let you know, like, you know, they would message you and tell you, hey, sexy thing or whatever, like, I think you're hot as fuck or something. And it's like, that is cringe because you are going about it as cringe as possible. Like, of course it's gonna be cringe. You know, you gotta know, it's not that hard to just be polite. You know, and telling somebody that they're cute or whatever. Like, that's flattering, if anything.
Dear Cheese, I'm in the process of moving to be closer to my in-laws, and my sister-in-law keeps sending me house listings that are popping up in their neighborhood. How do I gently explain to them that we actually would prefer to live at least a 30-minute drive away?
I think you should message them and say, hi babe, frick off. I think that in this case, it's kind of like you need to be direct but kind and hope that they don't feel offended by it. And if they feel offended by it, like genuinely, that is on them. It's their fault. And if they feel offended by it, they will get over it. You explain to them, guys, we found our dream house. It's 30 minutes away. And we're taking the house. Like, what can they do at that point, you know? And they would just be like, okay, well, that sucks, but great. At least we can still see each other. It's only 30 minutes.
Bro, minute 3.25 of this video, I saw you. Was it you?
What? Hello? Why does he actually look like me? He actually looks so much like me. Hello? Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gay too. Look at him. Oh my god. He's so gay.
What is your favorite cheese? I love cheese curds.
I have had cheese curds a few times. Okay, this is a very important... I have a lot of answers because first of all, I'm very European when it comes to cheese, all right? Meaning that we like eating cheese by itself. We're cheese consumers. And in Spain especially, we have lots of like finger cheese that you just kind of like eat by itself. So we have the manchego. We have lots of like curated cheeses. We have the goat cheese. I love goat cheese. Like fresh goat cheese in a salad or something, or just by itself. Oh my god. But my favorite cheese is goat cheese. I love goat cheese. Fresh goat cheese is a very strong flavor, kind of dry, but also mushy. And especially on a salad or even on a burger. Like a burger with goat cheese. Oh my god. It's my favorite burger. I like the typical cheeses, you know, like mozzarella and all that shit. But to me, like, those cheeses are kind of boring. Like mozzarella, cheddar. I like them, but they're common, you know. So I like dry cheeses and aged cheeses. I like strong cheeses. So like goat cheese, blue cheese, brie. Those like strong white cheeses are my favorite. I like strong cheese and I like eating it by itself. So that's my take. So cheese curds, for example, like if I remember correctly, because we don't have cheese curds here, but cheese curds are like fried cheese basically, right? It's like battered fried cheese. That's what cheese curds are. I'm not a huge fan. They're okay, but I'm not a huge fan of like cooked cheese, like cheese in food. So it's alright, but it's not my favorite way of eating cheese. I like cheese by itself. But yeah, I love burrata. Burrata cheese is amazing, but yes.
If you had to have sex with either Steve Buscemi or Christopher Walken, who would you choose?
Oh my god. Neither. Pass. Probably Christopher Walken, because then I could like hear him talk and it'd be funny because, you know, it's Christopher Walken.
How do I not hate people? Some days you are the only form of human interaction I have.
I think it's valid to hate people, but I also think it's valid and important to give people a chance. I would say when you meet somebody new, give them a chance, but also be smart. And if you realize, no, then it's okay to hate them at that point, you know?
I cheated on my partner, but I don't want to tell them I did.
Oh my god.
I know they will break up with me. It's been like 2 months and it was at a dumb party. I have since been really considerate of everything and learned my lesson, but I still live with guilt. What do I do?
Babe. You messed up. You tell them. Yeah, exactly. You have to tell them because you're gonna be living with that guilt literally for the rest of your life if you never tell them. I've been really considerate. I've since been really considerate of everything and learned my lesson. You don't learn your lesson. No, you don't learn your lesson until you tell them, and then whatever happens after that.
I drink a lot of beet juice and I enjoy it very much. My urine is red as a result of the beet juice. I recently started dating someone who likes showers. The first time I tried it on her, she freaked out because she thought it was blood. Even after she couldn't taste any, she's still uncomfortable with it and gave me an ultimatum. Her or the beet juice? What should I do?
Even after she couldn't taste any, Lord of mercy. Ooh, that's hard to even think about. Listen, I don't judge kinks, but she's still uncomfortable with it and gave me an ultimatum. What? Okay, if she can't understand that it's because you're drinking beet juice, then that's kind of weird. Like, if she should be like, okay, you're drinking beet juice. So, I don't know, it's weird. Like, obviously you choose her over the beet juice, but I feel like she should understand that, okay, my boyfriend likes beet juice, or girlfriend, or whoever, you know?
Should I be a better person, or does it, like, not matter? Also, how do I turn on my Instapot?
Bro, these questions. Dude, should I be a better person, or does it, like, not matter? That's such a good question. I think that's my favorite question. That is such a good question. Should I be a better person, or does it, like, not matter? That's a great question. I don't think it matters. No, let me take that back. Yes, it matters. If you're talking about better person as in, like, actually a good person, in a sense that, I don't know, being nice to people and genuinely caring about your friends or people that are doing things for others, then I do believe in the idea that you do good for others and then good things happen to you, because it's true. It's happened to me. I do good for people, and then, you know, when I'm in need of something, they stick out a toe and they help me out, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Cheese, I'm from Utah and I'm unironically sexually attracted to my cousin. Help. She is 19 female and I'm 21 male. We see each other only at, like, family events, and every time we are in a room alone, she sits on my lap and I get horny. She looks at me like she wants to do it, but I'm just super worried my family's gonna find out. Also, she keeps winking at and, like, touching my ass. She isn't my direct first cousin. She's, like, my second degree cousin. This attraction has been going on for, like, 2 years now. She doesn't have a boyfriend now, and I don't really think it's wrong if we hooked up.
She keeps winking at and, like, touching my ass. She's my direct first cousin. Listen, I think it's fine if you're attracted to a cousin. I don't think it's that weird, but it obviously depends on how close the cousin is. I think a first cousin is gross. I'm not gonna lie. That is, like, no, that is, like, way too direct. I think that's probably okay. I don't think it's that weird, but I could see why people would think is weird. But first cousin, nah, that's too much, man. That's all I gotta say.
I'm 23 and I can't get it up. I tried Viagra once, but my heart was, like, exploding, and I will never do that again. When I watch porn, I can get it up, but when I'm with my boyfriend, I just can't.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. Now reading this question, I actually realized that I have actually experienced the same thing. Is that normal? Okay, I wasn't sure if it was normal because, like, I've had situations where we're doing the business, we're having the intercourse, and I'm just kind of like, I'm just not excited, you know, I'm just not there.
The body knows what the mind does not.
The body knows what the mind does not. Oh, babe coin. Very good.
One of my college roommates moved out without cleaning anything. The shower was pink because they dyed their hair. Left behind a gallon or more of detergent, tons of food, even frozen food, silverware, shampoo, conditioner, their shaving razor, a gallon of glue, and more than I'm forgetting. And made a massive hole during move out and told nobody about it. What do I do?
Babe, I think it's too late for you to do anything. Unfortunately, why did I have a gallon of glue? Fucking sniff, dude. I think that I think it's probably too late, unfortunately. I think that this is kind of a case of you should have said something before it was too late.
So, I've been anticipating the release of Super Mario 65, but I'm honestly afraid I might ejaculate everywhere, just straight up 2 meters of gamer gunk filling my room. My question is, how do I be patient when I'm really looking forward to achieving or doing something? I really might have to call myself Kirby the way I'd be cleaning my room if that happened.
How did the question, how do I be more patient when I'm looking forward to achieving more, come from calculating 2 meters of gamer gunk? My question is, how do I be more patient when I'm looking forward to achieving more? I don't know if I don't think they're coming out with Super Mario 65, babe. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I mean, you're free to play 2 meters of gamer gunk.
Hey, Cheese. Wondering what kind of advice you have for mental burnout with life. I really want to pursue a career in music, but between being called a copycat and other unfavorable things by old high school classmates and being stuck at minimum wage job, I haven't really felt like I can get away from it and pursue my dreams.
What I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, because I've had a lot of shitty high school experiences, from the bottom of my heart, from one adult that has been to high school to a person that's in high school, please try your best to not give a shit about what your high school classmates tell you or think about you.
What direction to take my life on? I feel like I need to be on the grind to be happy, but when I grind, it's a tough mental battle. How do I stay consistent?
You know, I resonate a lot with this question because I ask myself this sometimes. I feel this a lot too. There's been many times where I feel like when I am not, and when I say on the grind, I don't even mean like Mario, but on the grind of like working or always trying to better myself or come up with content or always trying to do something. When I feel like I'm not doing that, I feel like I'm being a complete waste of time and I'm an idiot and I'm awful. There were a lot of questions that I was giggling to myself, like Cheese can't give advice on this, Cheese needs advice on this. Snouts is on me on stream live right now as we speak, but you're 100% right. It's true. But guess what? Talking about it and giving advice on it would also help me. This is like therapy for me as well. Like I'm talking about the things that probably I need help on.